Does the fault lie with the Untouchables alone? Some Hindus attend the meetings of the Untouchables and rebuke the caste Hindus. Some will advise the Untouchables from their stage, preaching, "Brothers, live clean, educate yourselves, stand on your own feet, etc., etc." Really speaking, if anybody is to be blamed for the stigma of untouchability, it is the caste Hindus alone. It is the caste Hindu class which commits this wrong. Yet no one will try to gather these caste Hindus and preach to them. Those who preach to the Untouchables to continue their agitation with the help of the Hindus and by remaining in the Hindu fold, I would like to remind them of a couple of illustrations from history. I remember to have read a conversation between an American and an English soldier during the last World War. I find it most appropriate at this juncture. How long the war should be continued was the subject of discussion. In reply to this question, the Englishman said with great pride, "We shall fight the war till the last Frenchman dies." When the Hindu social reformers proclaim that they shall fight to the last for the cause of the Untouchables, it means that they propose to fight till the last untouchable dies. That is the meaning, as I understand it, of their proclamation. One who fights for a cause at the cost of the lives of others cannot be expected to win the battle. If we are to die in our struggle for freedom, what is the use of fighting at the wrong place? To reform the Hindu society is neither our aim nor our field of action. Our aim is to gain freedom. We have nothing to do with anything else. If we can gain our freedom by conversion, why should we shoulder the responsibility for the reform of the Hindu religion? And why should we sacrifice our strength and property for that? No one should misunderstand the object of our movement as being Hindu social reform. The object of our movement is to achieve social freedom for the Untouchables. It is equally true that this freedom cannot be secured without conversion. I do accept that the Untouchables need equality as well, and to secure equality is also one of their objectives. But nobody can say that this equality can be achieved only by remaining as Hindus and not otherwise. There are two ways of achieving equality. One, by remaining in the Hindu fold. Mere removal of the sense of being a touchable or an untouchable will not serve the purpose. Equality can be achieved only when intercaste dinners and marriages take place. This means that the Chaturvarnya must be abolished and the Brahmanic religion must be uprooted. Is it possible, and if not, will it be wise to expect equality of treatment by remaining in the Hindu religion? And can you be successful in your efforts to bring equality? Of course not. The path of conversion is far simpler than this. Hindu society gives treatment of equality to Muslims and Christians. Obviously, social equality is easily achieved by conversion. If this is true, then why should you not adopt this simple path of conversion? According to me, this conversion of religion will bring happiness to both the Untouchables as well as the Hindus. So long as you remain Hindus, you will have to struggle for social intercourse, for food and water, and for intercaste marriages. And so long as this quarrel continues, relations between you and the Hindus will be strained and you will be their perpetual enemies. By conversion, the roots of all the quarrels will vanish. Then you will have no right to claim temple entry in the Hindu temples, much less the need for the same. There will be no reason for you to struggle for the social rights, example, intercaste dinners, intercaste marriages, etc. Once these quarrels cease to exist, mutual love and affection will automatically develop. Look at the present relations between the Hindus on the one hand and the Christians and Muslims on the other. The Hindus do not allow the Muslims and the Christians to enter their temples, just as they do not allow you. They also have no intercaste marriages or interdining with them. Irrespective of this, the affinity and love which these people have with the caste Hindus is not extended to you by the Hindus. The reason for this differential or stepmotherly treatment with you is that you have to struggle with the Hindus for social and religious rights, unlike the Christians and the Muslims, only because you live as Hindus. Secondly, although these religions have no social rights in the Hindu society, that is to say, although they have no interdining and intermarriage with the Hindus treat them on par. Thus, by conversion, if equality of treatment can be achieved and an affinity between Hindus and Untouchables can be brought about, then why should the Untouchables not adopt this simple and happy path for securing equality? Looking at the problem from this angle, it will be seen that this path of conversion is the only right path of freedom which ultimately leads to equality. It is neither cowardice nor escapism, it is the wise step. One more argument is put forth against conversion. Some Hindus argue conversion is worthless. If you do it out of frustration with the caste system, wherever you may go, you will face caste. Muslims have their own castes. If you become Christians, there are also castes. This is what these Hindus plead. Unfortunately, it has to be admitted that the caste system has crept into other religions also in this country. But the burden of nurturing this great sin lies with the Hindus alone. This disease originally started from the Hindus and thereafter infected others. Although the castes exist among Muslims and Christians alike, it will be mean and meaningless to liken it with that of the Hindus. There is great distinction between the caste system of the Hindus and that of the Muslims and Christians. Firstly, it must be noted that though castes exist among Christians and Muslims, it is not the chief characteristic of their body social. If one asks, "Who are you?" and someone says, "I am a Hindu," one is not satisfied with this reply. He is further asked, "What is your caste?" And unless this is replied to, no one can have an idea of his social status. From this, it is evident how caste has prime importance in the Hindu religion and how minor it is in Christianity and among the Muslims. There is one more difference between the caste system of the Hindus and that of the Muslims and Christians. The caste system among the Hindus has the foundation of religion. The castes in other religions have no sanction of their religion. If Hindus proclaim that they intend to disband the caste system, their religion will come in the way. On the other hand, if the Muslims and Christians start movements for abolishing the caste system in their religion will not obstruct. Hindus cannot destroy their castes without destroying their religion. Muslims and Christians need not destroy their religion for eradication of the castes. Rather, their religion will support such movements to a great extent. Even if, for the sake of argument, it is admitted that castes exist everywhere, it cannot be concluded that one should remain in the Hindu fold. If the caste system is useless, then the logical conclusion is that one should accept a kind of society in which the caste system has no serious adverse effect upon the person, or wherein the caste can be abolished early and easily in a simple manner. Some of the Hindus say, what can be done by conversion alone? First, improve your financial and educational status. Some of our people are confused and puzzled by such questions. I therefore feel it necessary to discuss it here. Firstly, the question is, who is going to improve your financial and educational conditions? You yourself or those who argue as above? I do not think that those who advise you will be able to do anything but showing their lip sympathy. Nor do I find any efforts towards this direction from their side. On the contrary, every Hindu tries to improve the economic status of his own caste. His outlook is limited to his own caste alone. Brahmins are engaged in establishing maternity homes for Brahmin women, providing scholarships to Brahmin pupils, and securing jobs for the unemployed Brahmin personnel. Saraswats, one of the castes among the Brahmins, are also doing the same. Everybody is for himself, and those who have no benefactor are at the mercy of God. This is the present-day condition of the society. If you yourself have to rise, if no one else is to come to your aid, if this be the situation, what is the purpose in listening to the advice of the Hindus? There is no other motive in such advice but to misguide you and waste your time. If you are to improve yourself, then that misguiding and time-wasting effect is what they mean, so nobody need pay attention to their gossip. Although this may seem enough, I do not propose to leave this point here. I propose to refute this argument.